Oh, oh, the doctor said I needed a backiotomy because this week we're talking about one of the best sleeper stoner comedy hits. We got our good friend Mumbles here from the Movie Dogs to talk about Half Baked. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us on the Folding List, where we pay attention to the movie so you don't have to. And if you haven't seen this movie, you're probably under the age of 25. That would probably explain it. Or you are Cam. What's going on, Cam? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm also under the age of 25, if you didn't know.
Oh, that's why you haven't seen this movie.
Yes,
That's why. Okay.
Yes, I was too young to see this movie. But I did see clips, and a lot of the clips that I've seen, they were a riot. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, man. See, when you told me, "Oh, I haven't seen this movie," I was like, it's okay because I knew the person we have coming on the show today. I knew that person has probably seen this movie a million times. That's why we got Mumbles on the show. What's going on, man? How's it going?
Good, feeling good, feeling good. How you guys feeling today?
Yeah,
Good, man. Good. Yeah, I feel good because I threw this movie on, man. It's I had it going in the background while I was, just in the theme of the show, like usual. Had it going in the background while I was doing stuff this evening, and honestly, it's not that great of a movie, but it's still hilarious. There's so many good moments in it. Like
anything
so.
with Dave Chappelle, I can get down on. Even his first movie, Nutty Professor, when he was what was the comedian's name?
Reggie.
Yeah.
It's time for Reddit to karatecize your ass.
It's a full moon tonight.
Every time you put a butt on, you gotta do it with a boomerang.
Bruh. Man, I've been a fan of that dude for so long, man. It's like you can't like that dude. I know he did that one movie with Norm Macdonald, R.I.P. But I know he did that one. I forgot what that was called. Was it The Jerks or what was that called?
What was it called?
My gosh.
I can't remember the name of that movie.
Oh my gosh.
There was a bunch of people in it, but that he was in that, and that one wasn't really like a favorite of mine. I never really like sat down and watched it, but it like most of everything else he did otherwise, even just all his little minor roles, like you mentioned, Cam, in Nutty Professor, like he obviously crushed that, but like when it comes to just stand up in movies and all that stuff, he just like started kind of just taking off.
Yeah.
I think Eddie Murphy said that. No, I think it was Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle said that the moment he knew he made it was when he made Eddie Murphy laugh so hard that he was choking or he spit out water or something like that. You make Eddie Murphy laugh, and this is like
crazy. Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Straight up, man. Like that's a good thing. Like, well, not a good thing. That's an amazing thing to make one of your heroes like crack up to the point where he breaks character. Like that's buck wild. I couldn't imagine.
I almost spit out my water when you started out with your intro too. So the backiotomy.
Oh, the doctor said I need a backiotomy. I've been saying that for so long, and I don't think anybody knows where that's from. Nobody gets it. Nobody's like, half baked. People just think I'm insane, I guess.
Oh my god!
Because I've been doing that forever.
But I feel like everybody has seen this movie and not seen this movie at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like everybody forgot the quotables.
Yeah, it feels like a fever dream every time I think about it.
Yeah,
Actually happened.
It almost feels like that while you watch it too. We can get into that in a second, but it's like a it's such a weird, because basically this movie was it was a bomb, like an absolute bomb in like when it entered theaters, and then because of DVDs, it was just from that era to where a lot of comedies, a lot of like low budget action, a low budget dramas, they would bomb the theater and then blow up on DVD. Like Boondock Saints is a prime example of that.
Yeah. Oh man,
this
classic
movie's
shit.
a prime example of it. Yeah, man. So there's a lot of those movies from back in that just the right time. Like if you didn't do well in the theater, you may like absolutely explode in DVDs or rentals and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because the budget was around 8 million, and then I think it grossed over like 17 million.
Oh,
like
it's not
with
bad,
DVDs,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
wow.
at that time, yeah. Especially with that kind of movie too.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah. And I'm sure Dave really didn't see any of that.
No, he probably didn't.
No.
Made him even hungrier.
Exactly.
Because he was in Blue Streak after that too. I'm not sure if a lot.
And Blue Streak, yeah. With
oh
Martin
yeah,
Lawrence,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna have to hit you real hard. Huh? Man, I haven't seen that in a long time. Wow. Yeah, Martin.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Gay.
That's such a good movie. I can't remember. I don't remember hardly. I don't think I remember any of that movie other than the scene with Chappelle. Like, because Chappelle was even in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Men in Tights.
That was another one. Yeah, and you know, like that was back when he didn't have any facial hair and he looked real. He looked like your homeboy. What's that guy's name? Cam?
You talking about Justin?
No.
No. I was about to say, you don't look like Justin.
No.
Shout out to Justin.
Yeah, shout out to Justin, friend of the show. I hope he sees that part. No, I don't think anybody said Justin. I meant the guy. You said when he shows up, he's in everything. You know it's gonna be good when he shows up.
Bokeem Woodbine, which is Evil Dave Chappelle.
Yep. Evil Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Evil Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Yep. When he doesn't have facial hair, like they look like they could be brothers, man.
They do.
It's trippy, man. Like that's why Dave needs facial hair. Like if he doesn't have it, he looks like Bokeem. It's too weird. They gotta.
Oh man, he plays like the bad guy in every fucking movie too. Like,
well, except for Black Dynamite, he was a pimp.
Yeah. Yeah. He's either a bad guy or he's someone that's getting yelled at.
Exactly.
Getting yelled at by Ray Charles. Getting yelled at by Black Dynamite.
Get out of here, Ray. You don't want none of this.
It was like
hey man, you didn't have to do the Cam. You can't be doing the mouth too, dog.
I want this, Ray.
That real tight lip. That's messed up, man.
This will make you feel real good, Ray. You don't want it.
See, like podcast people, I know you're listening, but see, this is why you got to watch the YouTube channel. You got to go subscribe to the YouTube channel because Cam's dropping mouth impressions. I didn't even know you could do that, man.
Just wait till I file a gap in my teeth. This is gonna really go.
File a gap.
Yep.
I don't know if it's worth it. Just for the one impression.
Yep.
Look, guys, it's even better. Oh, Cam, no. Why did you?
So my dentist said.
Oh no, that was a bad idea, homie. Yeah, maybe really don't file the teeth.
Yourself in that role, you know. You really immerse yourself in that role.
He went for method acting.
Exactly.
For the podcast? Seems like a waste.
Shaved head and everything. You don't want nothing to do.
Oh no. Oh yeah, audience. I don't know if you're not watching. Yeah, sorry you missing it. But Cam's rocking the
Oh yeah, the
I
pop
don't even know
smoke.
what to say.
Yeah,
How do you what do you
definitely
call
Pop
those?
Smoke.
Yeah, we West
Pop
Coast over
smoke.
here,
Got
cuz.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
West Coast.
yeah.
Mhm.
OG
Keep popping
local
over here,
heat.
cuz.
Look
Sir.
sturdy.
Yeah, boy. Whoop the whoop, you know.
She want the woo.
I don't know all this West Coast slang, guys. I've been in the suburbs too long.
Man, I'm from the suburbs. It's so interesting how much Dave Chappelle has influenced modern pop culture.
Yeah, he
Wow.
has. Yo, he
Wow,
has.
just modern comedy, just in the sense that he was able to he's able to do what a lot of comedians have always done from the beginning of comedy until now, is they're able to look at what's going on in society, understand how the masses kind of think about it, but then good comedians can figure out how the masses think about it on an internal scale and then make jokes that way. And that's how comedians can connect with people, to where their jokes last a lifetime, to where it's just ingrained in your brain to like you said, like, man, I'm from the suburbs. Like, I knew exactly what you were talking about. And that's basically what I'm referencing every time I say that. And it's an audience that's obviously a quote from the Chappelle Show. Because I don't know, man. I don't know anybody in our generation or our age range that didn't watch that show repeatedly.
Oh my gosh.
When it premiered, and then all of the reruns that would come on Comedy Central. Just watched it over and over and over. Man,
especially the Charlie Murphy Chronicles. Wow. With Rick James, Prince. I didn't even know Prince could really ball. I actually Googled that shit.
Yes.
And then he was a legit baller. Yeah.
He was on the basketball team in high school, I think. Varsity.
Yeah. He played varsity
basketball. At like 5 foot even or whatever.
4'3" or some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh man, don't take that many inches away from him, dog.
And not only that, but Mickey Free is on a lot of interviews actually confirming, because Mickey Free, he definitely was there. He was part of the revolution.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's it's a true story.
It's a really true story. And they did serve him pancakes. It was blueberry pancakes.
Yeah. What is it?
Did y'all ever see
blouses?
I could tell he looked real hurt by what I said, but I mean, look what he was wearing. Exactly. We know you didn't get that from the men's section. Wow. Wow. Man. Did y'all ever see Prince live?
Yeah. No, I've never got a chance to see him live.
Man.
Yeah, but I heard he's a phenomenal performer, especially, and he plays like every instrument on his album.
Yeah. He's nuts, man. He was nuts. I was lucky enough to go see him live. Quick tangent, very quick. I was lucky enough to go see him live in New Orleans when I was very, very young. That was literally the second concert. I say it's my first because I don't even remember the first concert. But that was my second concert ever. And we were waiting on the show to start. I was there with my whole family. And there was somebody on stage playing guitar in roller skates, just going back and forth. And my dad was like, "That's Prince." And I was like, "Huh?" And he's like, yeah. Before every show, he wears roller skates and skates around the stage back and forth, playing guitar with the band to warm up. Sometimes he just comes out and does it during the other band's show, and he's just going back and forth, just playing his guitar on stage on roller skates, stepping over the cables. Yeah, it's just how he warms up, man. Dude, he's insane.
Oh my gosh. Yo,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, that man is the only guy that could pull your woman wearing the same outfit.
You just go,
Exactly. Hey, just bring her home in the morning. She got work at 9.
And I don't know what to do to this.
And what does Jamie Foxx say? Jamie Foxx said, "Don't look him in the eye."
I don't even know if we can say that joke. That's such a good joke, man.
I don't know if all of our listeners like could get that joke.
Yeah, listen. Maybe
you looked him in the eye. Yeah, I did. I did look him in the eye.
Yeah. Don't do it, man. That's why Prince is always wearing glasses, man. No casualties going on here. Ooh. And that's why Chappelle is great, is because he was like, "Hey, Charlie, like, you've told us all these crazy stories. Like, what's the craziest Prince story you told us?" "Oh, it's the pancakes and basketball one." And Chappelle's like, "Hold on." And just put him in front of a camera and said, "Just tell me the story. Tell me the story." And he just worked his way through that story. That's crazy.
He did.
Like,
it is crazy.
Man, like easily one of the best moments in television.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything like any funnier moments that have really like stood the test of time, that like, because I even threw it on the other day because it's incredible. You like have to watch that every once in a while. I haven't been through Chappelle's show in a long time.
Yeah.
But that's why throwing his show on is great. That's why throwing this movie on is great, is because like all of these quotable moments, all of these small jokes that like the movie itself is pretty dumb. And honestly, Cam, do you have the synopsis pulled up?
Let's see. I do. So, Half Baked is a 1998 stoner comedy. You know, we're all familiar with stoner comedies. What's a good one? Cheech and Chong. There's Pineapple Express, which is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, of course, Half Baked as well. So you know, 4 lifelong stoners. You know, they live together in New York City, and you know, Thurgood, he gets asked one day by a scientist to get a pound of cannabis from storage, and once he does it, the the good deed, he gives him free weed, and then what happens after that? Like, I don't know.
So basically, after that, that's the like inciting incident of this whole thing. So Thurgood is mopping up this place. The scientist is like, "Here, go get this secret item." He gets it. He realizes it's weed. And he's like, he even says, he's like, "Either someone is having a party or I need to do my laundry." And then obviously hands him like a pound of weed. And so the scientist gives him like as a tip, gives it to him. They all get super high back at the apartment. And whatchamacallit, one of their roommates decides like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go out and get some I'm not gonna repeat that joke.
Going on the Munchies run.
Going on Munchies run. So this dude goes on a Munchies run, and on the way out of the store, he ends up feeding a police horse all of the Munchie food, and the police horse dies because it's diabetic.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It goes like, "You killed Buttercup, butter who?
Butternut, Buttercup, butter stuff, butternut.
I love horses."
Wow.
So now this dude is labeled a cop killer. He goes from a kindergarten, a stoner kindergarten cop to a like notorious cop killer, and he's in prison. And so the guy's only way to bail this dude out is to steal weed from this laboratory and sell it on the street. Obviously, these guys are not seasoned drug dealers. They're just flat out potheads. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah, Mr. Smiley Face.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy. That's
yeah,
what it was. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. It's such a good movie. Like it's a very simple concept, but it leads to so many funny moments because I think just seeing all of these guys in this situation is such a like it's so easy to find great moments. Like even from the beginning. Do you remember the beginning of the movie where they're all like kids?
Oh yeah, getting high for the first time. Yeah,
yeah, man.
He goes like, man, I don't feel shit.
They're all like 13 or 14.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. So okay, where does this rank in stoner comedy for you guys?
In stoner comedies, yo, this I would say it's pretty legendary because of the fact that you had like Chong in there. Like Chong was Squirrel Master. Like Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Okay.
They actually had a legit kind of a lineup for it because you had Clarence Williams III. He played Samson Simpson. And I don't know if you guys like any like basically hood thrillers. He played the devil in Tales from the Hood. Bro, when I tell you that movie had me fucking shook for months.
Did it?
Yo, my mother was like, yo, don't you watch that movie. I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. Boom, had the black box in the cable, you know what I mean, from back in the day.
Yep.
Watch that shit. And
with those little buttons on the front.
Yep. Unscrambled the channel. Watched it, and I was I could not fall asleep.
Oh no!
because of the fact of how scary he was. That whole movie was wild and out of pocket, you know.
So I think Clarence Williams III is like one of those actors where if I met him in person, like I would actually genuinely be freaked out. Like that's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hello, youngster. How are you doing? I don't know, man.
Like, shit.
Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
With that tone.
I only had one other incident that happened that was just like that, and I met Clifton Powell in person, and I could not look him in the eyes. I was like, "Oh shit!" That's
over.
Clifton Powell.
Shut up.
Have you said that before? No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is kind of scary.
Yo, but you also had Jon Stewart on there too, which was like a small segment. He was like he was one of the stoner friends. Right? Yeah. He goes like, I'm gonna watch the sky at night, but with weed, man. Yeah. It makes everything better.
Have you ever watched Sin of a Woman on weed? Like, whoa, man. Can you chill out?
He was like, bro, that'll be 60. And then when he turned, he was like, he goes like, you ever seen the back of a $20 bill on weed?
It's crazy, man. Because all of these dudes, like, all of them were all doing stand-up and stuff at the time. Like, Jim Brewer, all like what was I don't know if the main what's his name?
Kevin Brennan too. There was
Jim Brewer, Harlan Williams, who else? Yeah, Neil Brennan, the guy who co-wrote the movie, but also co-wrote all of Chappelle's show. He was in the movie for a little bit.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Willie Nelson.
Yeah, Willie Nelson. Yeah. What's his name? Oh my gosh, what's his name? Dave. What you call it? David Bluestein. He played Jerry Garcia. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And like, and I think that's the thing about this movie is like you could tell that the producers were really trying to use a lot of Dave's like comedian clout to just get all of these great comedians in it. But the thing that really got the director on, who is Tamara Davis, She actually directed another classic, Billy Madison. So yeah. So she had already done like a ton of great stuff, and then and a lot of music videos and all that kind of stuff, and then signed on to this strictly because she read the script and saw that the opening scene was them all getting high as kids.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, this is crazy. Like I'm down. Let's do it." So
yeah.
like
Apparently, I think Dave Chappelle asked Harrison Ford to be in it too. But
he
turned it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
honestly,
I would assume he would.
Yeah, honestly, I think this is personal opinion. I think Harrison Ford just fucking hates being in movies, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
Yeah,
no, that's a known thing. He doesn't like it at all. I was just telling him. I was talking about that today, man. Like it's really weird because a lot of people, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's really cool working with him. Like he's not that bad to work with." All this kind of stuff, but then anytime like off camera or out of the project, they're like, "Oh yeah, but he doesn't want to talk to people. He doesn't want to like get to know anybody. He doesn't like do not try and like make jokes with him. Nothing. Just leave him alone. Like it will not go well, and you will be sad that you met your hero. Like just don't do it. Just be like, whoa, that's Harrison Ford over there, and then leave him alone. Yeah. It's like seeing a lion in the wild. Just be like, wow, that's cool. I'm not gonna go pet him. Like he doesn't want to be pet. Like it's okay.
That's hilarious.
And you can like look up interviews and stuff with him, man, on late night. He does not. He does not fuck around. He does not like it.
Yeah, no, I know he hates Star Wars like with a passion.
It's like, yes, I'm finally dead.
Yeah. Right. He wanted to put that in the script. He was like, I'll only come back like 5. Like, damn.
Whoa.
Wow, did you hear that? We were both hilarious yet insightful. Anyways, thanks for listening to each episode of The Folding List. We appreciate the support and we're glad you're not just hate listening. Actually, we don't care. Just keep coming back and listening. And while you're at it, make sure to check out the other podcasts in the Chino umbrella. We've got The Nightly Binge, The MovieDogs, and Sandusky's Talk Shit. All great podcasts with interesting people and topics. Back to the show.
Oh my gosh.
But like I think one thing that I did want to point out is the fact that like this movie, I love that the main characters who are Thurgood, played by Dave Chappelle, Scarface, played by Guillermo Diaz, Brian, played by Jim Brewer, and Kenny, played by Harlan Williams, who's I think they're all stand-ups. I don't know if Guillermo is, but at least the other three are.
Was before you know, I thought he was.
Who's
Thought it was Harvey Weinstein for a second.
What?
Harvey Weinstein?
Yo,
why?
You gotta see this picture. You don't see this picture that I'm looking at right now?
Is it the one on IMDb?
This one where he's got the beanie on and he's got the beard. I'm like, damn, that's Harvey Weinstein.
Oh no, he needs to get rid of that picture. Get rid of it quick.
Yeah, he got to shave.
Oh, he does kind of have like the same nose. That's interesting.
Yeah, he got the same nose, the same furrowed brow.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh wow!
Now you can't.
Yeah, I do see it. That's not
we
good,
can play him in the biopic. There you go. Hey.
Oh yeah, yep. There you go. Hopefully he will take that as a compliment and not punch you in the face.
He's not going to take that as a compliment at all.
Wow.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna relish this time that we have before we're nationally famous, and I can just say whatever I want. Before Twitter gets old.
Yeah,
it's not a real place. It's not a real place.
2030 comes around. Back in January 25th, 2023, never get by on your own supplies.
Yeah, never.
They interview Cam, be like, "Yeah, I said it."
Man, I said it. West Side. Oh, bad boy. Fuck you too.
Yeah,
You
and
know
fuck
what,
50
Cam?
Cent.
And fuck Michael Bay. I said it.
Somebody hold him back. Hold him back. Cam going off like Mike Tyson.
Exactly. Oh, wait. Which interview?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some rough ones in there, boy.
Yeah, there was definitely some rough ones.
Oh, man. That boy Mike, he has no filter at all.
None.
Yeah, like
Especially,
I think he was talking to Kevin Hart recently, and he was like, "Yeah, my daughters hate like hearing what I said back in the day." And it's like, "Yeah, man, you were saying some wild shit."
Exactly.
I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat the kids. I'm gonna eat. Like, whoa, man.
I broke my back. Your back is broke. Yeah, it's spinal.
It's spinal. Oh man, he can still knock me the fuck out. I don't need to not talk shit about Mike Tyson.
He's still on my fight bucket list. Still on my fight bucket list.
See,
Hey,
man,
time out.
I gotta fight. Yes, I do have a fight bucket list.
Stop the interview. Mr. Mumbles, you want to fight Mike Tyson?
Yes, I would love to get into the ring with him. Yeah.
Like,
Also,
yeah.
Michael John White, Donnie Yen.
Okay, wait a minute. Mike Tyson is an older guy. He's still in great shape. Mike Tyson is like, oh, he's the greatest. And yeah, that's a scary fight, but he's much older man. I don't know about Michael J. White, dog.
I would love to get into the ring with him.
I don't know about that, man.
Bro, what is you doing with your life right now, cuz? I don't want to see you end up like.
Yeah, I don't want to see you get Black Dynamited, man. Get that flying, that flying side kick to the chest.
Like,
I don't want to see that, bro. Sweet.
What the hell interrupted my kung fu?
No, dog. Like he is one of the only people in Hollywood, and people know it. Martial artists know it. They're like, nah, that dude is a legit fighter. Everybody else is like, yeah, they're all very good. Like Wesley Snipes, he's very talented martial artist.
Oh,
like,
yeah, but
but
not
he's
like
not
Michael
out there.
John White. No, definitely not.
Yeah,
Oh, he is, man. Bro, I've been watching his competitions ever since he was like competing back in the day with Shotokan Karate. Man, the dude is a beast. Yeah. I would love to spar with him.
I was about to say, there you go. That's the language I was looking for.
All right. I support that.
Yeah. maybe not the fight bucket list.
Yeah, can we get some head pads and some crash guards, please?
I'll say fight bucket list for like Martin Scarelli or some shit. Like some fight I know I can win.
Yo, shit, I'd fight Abraham Lincoln too. He's Lincoln. Got that reach. Yeah, so I'll get in the ring with Abraham Lincoln.
Oh man. Yeah. Speak.
But I know. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. That. Oh, go ahead, please.
Oh no, I was just gonna like the next tidbit that I was gonna point out was Rachel True.
Oh yeah.
She is a true beauty, and I just want to put it out there. I don't believe she aged one bit ever since The Craft. So clearly there was some kind of spell she put on there. Yeah, but that woman has aged gracefully like fine wine. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, because like I haven't seen The Craft in a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I will always say like that one girl looks like she's wearing a wig for the whole movie, and I don't know what that's
Wait,
about.
which one? Hold on, let me see. I'm looking at the cast right now. Nev Campbell.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No, wait, was it Nev Campbell?
no. It's the other lady.
The one with the fake, the one with the gold too.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
there's
Robin Tooney or Feruza Balk.
No, not Farouj Bob. Robin Tooney. Yeah, like even the first
Yeah.
picture that pops up on on
Damn.
IMDb. Like I don't know why she's in this weird wig for most of the movie. It's
I
very
don't know.
strange.
It's a
Because
whole lot
think
of
I'll
forehead.
see if I
It's a
yeah,
whole lot
it's
of forehead.
it's not
Probably bald-headed.
good.
Gosh, damn.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it's probably like,
Yeah,
yeah, let's
hold
have
on.
bald-headed ass in this one. Right here.
Yeah, this one. Like I don't know what that's about. Like what why why does it look
okay,
like
I'm not I'm not trying to cut her ass, but it looked like RoboCop. Like the original one. Why does her forehead
Oh
look
yeah,
like
she moves like
RoboCop
RoboCop. Yeah.
Come on, man. That's flat rude, dog.
I'm just saying, that wig looked like a malfunction. I'm just saying, like that's.
You're under arrest.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, sidebar about that movie. I was like, the motherfucker died, and they still took his ass to work. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, you ain't going home today. I know you got obliterated by shotguns, but you're not going home today.
He's like, bro, you still coming in at 9?
Ouch.
Oh
Man, that movie's so good. I
was.
forgot the director's name. I just listened to a whole series about him, but like that movie's incredible. I didn't realize, but they pointed it out in this thing that I was listening to. But RoboCop and what's the movie? Starship Troopers. They're both directed by the same person, and they're both actually parodies. Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
They're both kind of like parodies of the genres they're talking about because they're both kind of meant to be comedies. Like go back and watch RoboCop as a comedy and it makes much more sense. Like because if you try and watch it straightforward, it doesn't make any sense. Like it's a very weird movie if you watch it straightforward. But if you watch it as a comedy, it kind of starts to make more sense of like how they're talking about like corporations and the future and like all of these different things. It's like it's a really cool, super smart sci-fi movie, but everybody's just like, RoboCop's got a big gun. But it's a lot more than that. And I didn't realize it until recently. So I'm definitely gonna have to check it out again. It's directed by Paul Verhoeven. Great movie, great director. Yeah, rewatch it. It's a very interesting movie, but you didn't have to compare that lady to that.
Hey,
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
she got a parabolic vortex for here. Her hairline just went like.
Oh man. Yeah, that was just bad wig work, man. Bad.
It definitely was.
That's what happens with that. But I don't even think I really got into what I was even talking about. But I was talking about how like Half Baked, I liked it because it always had like the caricatures of each stoner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Dave Chappelle, obviously all these dudes are like the caricatures, but especially Jim Brewer being like the nah man, like man. Like that character. It's so good. It's classic. Like he isn't even high through like pretty much any of the movie. Like apparently he was only high in one scene, and it was because what's the villain's name?
Samson Simpson.
Yeah, Samson Simpson, played by Clarence Williams, like we were talking about earlier. But apparently he was about to like quit the movie because I'm sure they were like either wasting his time or probably money or whatever. But he was about to quit the movie, so he like basically forced them to shoot all of his scenes in one day.
Oh shit.
So Jim Brewer had actually left set and was stoned, and then they were like, "Hey, can you come back to set?" And he's like, "Oh no." So he had to do multiple, like a lot of the scenes whenever Samson's getting arrested, like he's completely faded in those.
Oh shit.
But the rest of the movie, apparently he was sober. Yeah, yeah.
So I have a
That's
question. So
crazy.
with these stoner movies,
Mhm.
they're actually smoking weed live on set, right?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
think so.
No.
Oh, they're not.
Mm-mm.
Damn,
Well,
I really
that
can't.
was my
thought
question. That's
so.
what my question was, because I think that there was some kind of law saying that there can't be, like, even cigarettes, like they would have to be filled with like sugar or something like that.
Well, they can do
Oh,
tobacco products. You can do cigarettes, but you can't smoke weed on set, probably for liability reasons. I'm sure, just like you
mm,
can't like have somebody doing multiple takes
Right.
of them smoking weed. Like you can't do that. You would
damn.
just be
Mhm.
obliterated.
Or like
That Bobby
needle.
Brown
look,
movie. Yeah, that Bobby
Mhm.
Brown movie would have been wild as shit if he could use real coke. He goes like, "You want to be Bobby Brown? Then I'm gonna need you to do
I
these
would like
lines."
to be Bobby Brown. Can I audition?
ooh,
Yeah.
boy,
Every
oh
little step I
boy.
take.
Oh my gosh. I was like, you got a deviated septum and no damn awards.
Oh no, that's awful,
Could you
bro.
imagine?
I can put $1 through here.
He said, I sacrificed my nose.
Good Lord.
Oh, Bobby Brown.
You don't do correct. I think you do.
Oh man. Okay, so quick side note before we get back on track. Have you all seen
Yes.
Being Bobby Brown, that series that he had with Whitney Houston?
And that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, the like real one.
Yeah.
Best show ever, yo. I watched that.
Oh, I gotta check it out. Yeah.
I don't I remember bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I gotta
phenomenal.
check that out.
It's almost the same time, actually. That's crazy.
Oh, around that time? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you
was,
really think
yeah.
about it, it is around that time.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. I always watched, like, I watched this movie. I remember before I had even seen Weed, I had seen this movie. And I
Yeah.
remember I was even I was watching it today. And when he's pulling the weed out of the like bag in the lab, when the scientist is like giving it to him, like, here, why don't you take some? And it's like, honestly, I think it's like moss from
Yeah.
like a tree, like fake moss hanging from trees. When he's pulling it out, that's what they have. So it's all stringy. So whenever I was a kid, I was like, man, I didn't know weed just looks like, when it's dry like that, it just looks like moss from trees. That's crazy.
They said
Like, I had no idea.
But they did say back in the day it was more grass like too. So I don't know, like I've actually spoken to a stoner like that was like a hippie stoner, and he told me like the weed that they got today is way different than the ones that they had back in the day because it was more natural. Yeah, he said it
I'm
was
sure
like
the
straight up
like the
grass.
buds were much smaller.
Yeah,
Like the leaves were probably much more prominent, but the buds were probably much smaller. So whenever it was dry, it probably, oh, that makes sense. That's why that's probably why they call it grass. But that's crazy. It
yeah.
makes sense that it would just be the leaves and not the buds. And then
Not the
over
buds
time,
itself.
the leaves got smaller and the buds got bigger. That's
Kinda
crazy.
crazy. It is crazy.
Wow. Just the whole science of it, of like weed, cultivation and like growing all that kind of stuff. Like, it's all gotten so crazy and so high tech. It's kind of funny that this movie, like, the weed that he was getting was from a lab. Like,
Exactly. he was signing for it and doing his O face.
You mean I could just take this if I? Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
of course.
Oh my god.
Oof. Like that would be so. I wouldn't even want to be in the room with that much weed. Like I remember one time when I was in college, I came home to visit my friends back home, and one of my friends, who I will not blow up his spot on the pod, he was like, "Hey man, look at this." And I went to his bedroom, and he was like, he was like, "Look," and he opened up the top drawer of his dresser, and it was full of weed. And I was like, "Oh, I don't feel like being here anymore," because right across the street was a cop. Like a cop lived across the street. I was like, "Well, I guess I'm never coming back here." Like you are wilding out, homie. Like crazy. Like easily like 2 pounds of weed in a dresser, just loose in a dresser. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. No.
Yo, my guy is taking penitentiary chances.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that they can smell that? Or did he actually do it at his house?
Well, yeah, I'm sure that but that's the thing. Like, if he were to open his bedroom door, his bedroom window, it would be all in the street. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have that much like that. That's why it was so funny when Dave was walking down the hallway. He's like, "That smell. What is that? That smell." Because it would be crazy that much weed in one place. So, I definitely was like, I will not be hanging out over here anymore. Like there's a cop literally parked across the street. Like I can't. No, man, it's crazy. So
that's right, guys. Say no to drugs.
Yeah, kids, don't do drugs, especially marijuana.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't get addicted to it.
There.
And there's no bad effects. And it's real cheap.
It was like, well, would I lose my sex drive? No, it makes sex better.
Makes it even better.
You don't want this shit, Dewey.
Well, I don't want to spend too much money on it. It's the cheapest jug around.
He goes like, I don't want to get addicted to it. It is not habit forming.
Oh man,
that movie's so good, man. It's so good. That's like one of the last good spoof movies. That's like, there's not too many like scary movie. Like after the franchise was stolen from the Wayans, we can talk about that on a scary movie podcast. But after that franchise was stolen from the Wayans, like they like literally burned that genre to the ground. Which is crazy because there are two great spoofs that came out like in the last probably 15 years. One is Walk Hard, which is what we were just quoting, audience, if you don't know that. But it's Walk Hard and Never Stop, Never Stopping. Have y'all seen that?
Never even heard of
it. Yeah.
Never Stop, Never Stopping. Yeah, Andy Samberg from The Lonely Island, him and all those dudes, they made a movie where it was spoofing Justin Bieber's documentary, Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping.
I remember that. That shit was hilarious.
It's so good. It's
did you
so
unlock
good.
a memory just now? I mean, that was probably a fever dream for me too. It was like, did that really exist?
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's such a slept on movie, man. It bombed in the theater. Like, okay. Talk about another bomb. I know Dave wasn't too happy with Half Baked. He was actually quoted as saying like the original script was much better, but they turned it into a stoner comedy for kids, which is crazy. It would be crazy to write a movie and then the studio's like, actually, we're gonna like send it through a couple of rewrites and then you're gonna start shooting it and you're like, all right, that's fine. Yeah, I'm sure it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And you're just like, oh shit.
Exactly.
Like, isn't my movie anymore. I guess I should still get this money.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
but I mean how clean could it have been since like Bob Saget was on there?
Legend.
Bob Saget was on there because like, it's not even a real drug. You ever suck dick for weed?
Oh man! The first time I heard that, I was like, "Full House, Bob Saget."
Yo,
Wow.
you
Saying
should
bad
watch his
naughty
stand
words.
up. Yo, that
Oh,
like
Oof.
he is a totally different person in his stand up. Yeah. He's
Damn,
actually
another
legit funny
another
though. Yeah.
RIP once again. Yeah,
R&B,
man.
yo.
a legend. Oh man,
Wow.
He was another one that was taken from us way too soon. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up accident. Like real deal,
Yeah.
just like freak accident. Crazy.
Like
He
some
just
shit
bumped.
from what's that movie? Oh my gosh. That movie with all that freak accidents
Final
that
Destination.
happened.
Final
Final
Destination.
Destination. Yeah, it was like some Final Destination shit.
But not like almost not even, because I think he just bumped his head real hard. He bumped his head real hard and was like super woozy and
Yeah.
called his family and was like, "Hey, I don't feel good. Like I think I hit my head real hard or something." And they were like, "Oh, that's not good. Like we'll just like kind of
Yeah.
just hang out and feel better." And he's like, "Okay." And then he went to sleep and that was it.
Yeah, because he
Like
had like a
he
whole concussion. Yeah.
he's had a
Like,
real deal concussion.
a backwards
Huh?
fall. It's even worse, man. Gosh.
Yeah, is that what it was? Did he
It
fall
was
back and
it,
hit his head?
no,
Yes,
it was like he it's like it was weird. It's like he missed or hit his couch or something and then somehow slipped and then he landed on the corner of the table. And I think it was like, yeah, I don't know if it was his temple or like an angle of the back of his head that hit. And then he said it was basically going through a concussion. And then he
Yeah.
called them up, and then you never fall
That's
asleep
why
when you have a concussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you're
that's
not
why they
supposed
knew
to do.
he that's why they knew he wasn't
That's wild.
like it wasn't any like, you know, ill will. There's nothing
Yeah.
shady about it. It was like legitimately an accident. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is wild.
You know, yeah, but don't go to sleep, people, if you ever have a concussion. If you ever feel woozy
Yeah.
when you hit your head, just stay up for a little while as best you can. Just stay up.
Exactly.
Oof,
Or if
yeah,
you're-
go
Go to
to
the
the
hospital.
doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
get
just-
back in the fucking huddle.
No.
Jesus
Wear
Christ.
non-slip shoes, orthopedic shoes.
Exactly.
Send him back out there. He's good to go. Hamburger, French fries.
It's for everybody at 65.
Bruh.
I'm telling you.
Man, they're like I love this movie because it all kind of builds to Dave Chappelle and the crew getting confronted by Samson, who's like the biggest drug dealer in New York, which apparently this movie was shot in Toronto.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of like all those movies where you're like, New York looks weird. Why are there so many lakes and trees?
Exactly.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
We're looking
yeah.
at Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah, like I thought I didn't know where that movie was. That was like a weird, yeah, Deadpool's a whole other story. But yeah, so like they they're dealing with what's his name? Samson, and apparently what's his name? Thought Scarface was like, yeah, he's Jamaican. He's like, why is he Jamaican?
Like, I'm Jamaican, man. He goes like, he's like, boy, you're not Jamaican. He goes like, if I wasn't Jamaican, why would I wear this hat?
He said, like, well, what part? Down by the beach.
He told his henchwoman, he goes like, "Oh, get me 814," and 814's out the crossbow. He was like, "Oh," he goes like, "I don't want to be the person gonna get killed by a crossbow."
Wow, man!
Yeah, what a great bit! I remember that part. That was one of the parts that actually stuck with me for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man!
Right near the beach.
Near the beach. Oh, man, yeah, like that's nuts, man. Like I can't. There's so many moments in this, like you can't even line them all up. Like, you know, I quoted as we opened it up, but like Dave Chappelle even plays another character. What's the name of the guy?
Oh gosh.
The drug
Green
the
Eyes. Oh,
Green Eyes. Yeah, Green Eyes.
What is
Sir
he play?
Smoke a Lot.
Sir Smokes a Lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the one with the cornrows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Samson. I need to talk to Samson. Just Dave Chappelle doing Dave Chappelle.
Just crying Dave Chappelle.
He goes like, he spoke to me about being impotent. He goes like, get away from me, bitch.
Get away from me, bitch. Wow, man.
Oh my God.
Loved it. I've watched this movie so many times. Been a fan of this dude forever. It's like a prime burned in memory watching Dave Chappelle do stand up on HBO. Watching what is it? Killing Them Softly. The very first one. I was staying over at my Aunt Janice's house when I was a child, and that movie came on HBO. She had HBO, so I was like, all right, well, who's this dude? Ever since then, man. That dude, he's so funny, man. The baby on the corner, like you can't top that dude, man. Like that talk about burned into your brain. Like that, that's one of those jokes that will forever be, oh, you need me to just tell that whole joke again? I could do it right now if you want me to. I'm not going to, but I could do it right now, man.
Like I feel like the dopest thing about Dave Chappelle, especially when he does his stand-ups, is that everything circles back around as far as the joke goes. So it's kind of like he ties it to real life, like to a real life situation that he's been in. Yeah. And then it circles back to the joke. And it's like crazy how he takes you basically along the ride in a sense.
Storyteller.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, he's a good storyteller. But basically like the comedic Slick Rick, I would say. To me, Slick Rick was the dopest storyteller, like in his rhymes and stuff. And then like Dave Chappelle is the same way. Yeah.
Man, yeah. One of the best ever, like if not the best, in my opinion. Like it would be hard to beat Pryor, but Chappelle is like, I think especially his older stuff, it will definitely stand the test of time. His newer stuff, it may not. I don't care. I've loved all of his stand-up specials. Yeah. As divisive as he may be, he is still like one of our greatest comedians. He is still basically a national treasure. Homeboy's got some, he's got some wild opinions, but otherwise, top tier comedian. He's created some of the best television ever, some of the best stand-ups ever. You can't really knock the dude, and he made a pretty mediocre movie with a lot of great quotes in it. So, got to give it up to him for that.
I like the king of that though, like just mediocre movies with a lot of great quotes.
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Every movie that he's in, it's like I can remember his part.
He's an unforgettable character in all his roles. Even when he what was that movie that he did with oh my gosh,
Men in Tights?
It was with Lady Gaga and the guy from Limitless, Bradley Cooper.
What? The Star is Born.
Yes, that one. Like even his range in that, as far as being a bit more serious of a character too.
I missed that one, man. I haven't seen it.
I saw him briefly in the previews. He was saying some really profound shit to Lady Gaga or something like that.
And that's what I'm saying, But it shows the range as an actor, as a comedian. It's basically in his lifeblood, man.
Yeah. It's just kind of who he is. That's cool. Well, awesome, man. Well, thank you for joining us once again, Mr. Mumbles. It's always always a pleasure, man. Always a good time. Like we're laughing to the point where my you can hear it in my voice. Like I had too good of a time, bro. Too good of a time.
Y'all got me in stitches, bro.
Yeah, man. It's almost a workout.
I'm glad that I got to share this moment with you guys, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Glad you shared it with us, audience. Glad you stuck around. You shared it with us once again. Subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe to the MovieDogs, who Mr. Mumbles is from. Go check out his podcast where they're talking about movies. They're rating them on a brewski system, letting you know what to see, what to skip, all that good stuff. And Cam, once again, thank you for coming on here and talking about a movie you have not seen and probably will not see. But that's all good, man. Exactly. Just the West Coast pop smoke, all that good stuff every day, all day.
Never get high on your own supply. Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm blending East Coast and West Coast right now. You know, we gotta bring everyone together.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
It's just gonna be all the gangs from the East Coast and all the West Coast gangs, and then Cam. Cam in the middle, uniting us all with his braids.
Pepsi.
And a Pepsi, yeah, and a Pepsi. But all right, y'all, once again, thank you for joining us on the folding list. Catch you next time, y'all. Peace.